opened back in 2003. Have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys flew across the country for this one. Always tough to play in the early slate of games when making that trek. His counterpart on the Eagles sideline, Nick Sirianni. His guys ready to see how they stack up against a fellow Super Bowl contender. Here's the kicker, Harrison Mevis, out to get us started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Hurts sets up to throw it. This will be caught by Brown. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. His first pass attempt of the game, Charles, and the pass rush was right there to hit him. But no fear, he delivered an accurate ball. Nice catch.
And you never want to see your quarterback getting hit, but it also sends a message to the rest of the team when he's able to take that shot and still deliver downfield. Showing a little toughness, and the team rallies around him. This could really help them on their drive.
Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down. But Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason, so now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation, because trying to move up a spot, I don't know if it's worth it if you're trying to play guys who aren't quite right. Get them healthy, get ready for the playoffs, make your move then.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves to James.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. The numbers for him from a week ago: 20 carries, 76 yards.
It's a very nice winning streak that they're on, and they've really seen this offense come into its own as a unit. And one of the keys is that the ground game has been established, and it's keeping the defense honest near the line of scrimmage. Sometimes that leads to huge games for him. Other times, he plays a complementary role to someone else. But however it's getting done, they're winning week after week.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. From the gun, it's Hurts. Got a man, it's Brown. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the 1st down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 16-yard line.
Hurts. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Looking to put a drive together.
Come on, come on. Hey, look at right there.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Finding room at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Haynes. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. The Raiders at 12-1 now to start play. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
Back to throw again. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down and put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. They'll look to throw again. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Dante Thornton, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's been very impactful when using his legs this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design. You notice his name sits near the top when looking at the league leaders in rushing yards by a quarterback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley, he had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Throwing is Hurts. That one complete out to Dotson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Well, starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is that had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB2, let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take him down 3 and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
From the 44, Hurts. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
That's good for an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 5.
King, Phil King, Phil King.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. You look at this Raiders defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's #1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
It's 2nd down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Let's go now. Back to 50. Cougar 19.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. To the 43, second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
From the 43, here's second down and 7.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Raider first. For a lot of people, the MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. There's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
A gain of 3, second down. You look at this Eagle defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
19 Tiger. Ready, go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Ready. 60 Eagles. Hey, smash Broncos. Ready.
A run straight ahead with Genty. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal. I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Extra point attempt here still to come. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A 10-play drive that time. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Eagles offense and running back Saquon Barkley ready to get going again. And he's been one of the most consistent pieces of their offense all year long, no doubt. Shouldn't be much of a surprise then to see him among the league leaders in rushing here late in the season. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they're certainly playing their best football of the year.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. Still going. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 74 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Raiders offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's putting together a remarkable season. Currently the NFL's leader in passing yards as we play here in the month of December. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Oh, what a juke into space. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 74 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 3. Now a handoff running through the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Genty. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 3. They'll go again with Genty. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
On first down, it's Genty. And he's brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
This is 2nd and 8.
Alert! Alert! Here we go! Here we go!
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Here we go! Ready?
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
And oh, that is going to be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Taking it about the 16. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Trey Tucker, 81 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point hooks a bit, but it's up and good. And the lead now stands at 13.